Como está, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the show. It's been a little while since I've been back, but I thought I'd get back. I thought I'd get back in it, get back to it, and so we're starting off with a fun little video today. We're going to be watching a reasonably old video at this point, but it's a good one. It's funny. It makes me chuckle. It makes me chuckle. This very distressed looking man. Oh God, he looks honestly depressed, and I think this is how a lot of old social justice warriors look like, constantly looking for everything in life to be racist. And he looks honestly just disturbed with his own life choices. So yeah, let's watch this incredibly greasy, uncomfortable looking man talk about how we should change the way that we talk because he's offended.
Stop saying marijuana. Why? Because it's racist as
No, it isn't. What the fuck is racist about saying marijuana? Well, because some people like saying it with accent. Marijuana? Fuck you. No, it's not racist. It's actually incredibly racist to say that we can't use words just because you don't like them and because you disagree with who says them. Fuck you.
The term was used to knock on people of color and their devilish ways. Now,
this is where it had to stop. The word
itself isn't inherently racist, but
there you go. The word itself isn't inherently racist. Then mate. The word isn't racist. Fuck off. You can't just control the way people talk. But it was used by American... So what? When did that happen, mate? What year was that in? Come on, let's see it.
it was used by American prohibitionists to exploit racism.
Yes, it was used to exploit racism and xenophobia back then. Back in the fucking 1950s and 60s. Guess what, mate? It isn't the 1950s and 60s anymore. So... it's not a problem, and it's just used. It's a word for weed. You can't just arbitrarily say, oh, this word is now racist because I don't like it. Fuck off.
And xenophobia. So by using the M word, you're ignoring a long history.
Oh God, we're ignoring a long history of oppression. Oppression. What was fucking oppressed, you spastic? What was the word marijuana oppressed? Was weed itself oppressed? No. The only people who, in your fucking crazy mind, who were oppressed, were people who smoked it. Guess what? White people smoke it as well. You crazy fucking racist.
Mexican immigrants and African Americans. Let's go on a quick history lesson, shall we?
Oh, a quick history lesson. He's going to teach us something. See, he's smarter than all of us. We're all fucking plebs. He's the genius here because he sees everything as being racist.
Weed has been consumed by the American elite since the 1840s. It was even sold over the counter as medication.
Like it should be, because it's actually very good as a medicinal medicine. Oh yeah, sorry. He's giving us a quick history lesson. We don't know shit, boys. None of us know anything about this. He's the genius here.
To treat insomnia, migraines, and rheumatism. But it didn't become controversial until the early 1900s, when millions of Mexicans migrated to the US following the Mexican Revolution. With them, they brought marijuana.
Oh, look. They brought a word with them. So it belongs to the Mexicans now. Can't say it, it's racist. Cultural appropriation, you fucking racist. You're banned.
And their customs to smoking it casually and regularly. But the term was then popularized in the 1930s by this man. Harry Anslinger was the director of the Federal Bureau of Narcotics.
See that, boys? See that, everyone? See that, boys and girls? That was a white man. It was a white man who popularized the term. It was a white racist, a white fucking devil. Kill the white man, burn them, kill them all. We must do it for Mother Mexico. That's a great picture of his face.
From 1930.
I love that my frame rate seems to be really shitty on my laptop. It just makes him look totally fucking insane. He is totally fucking insane. But then again, he is obviously the king of language. He decides what we can and can't say.
1962. Now, Anslinger believed that marijuana influenced black and brown people to commit murder and other violence.
Wow, it almost sounds like people talking about video games. But then again, he's an SJW, so he supports that. Yeah. Video games promote sexism and racism. I reckon he probably believes that.
Crimes, which is ridiculous because all I see people do when they smoke is sit on their couch, watch TV, eat munchies, and
No, it's almost like video games, where people seem to do when they play video games, or sit around, enjoy video games, and talk to their friends. Then, just as there are crazy people who occasionally, when smoking weed, will do something crazy, there are crazy people who occasionally, when playing games, will do something fucking crazy.
fall asleep. So his solution was to launch a vicious propaganda campaign against marijuana and associate it with all inferior races and social deviants. Anslinger traveled.
Someone back in history didn't like it and blamed other people. Therefore it is racist. You cannot use words. Bad words. I could go through a list of actually racist words, you know, cracker, honky, nigger, chinky. I could keep going. But, there's no point, is there, really? Because the only ones he cares about will be the ones that, that offend people who aren't white. Because I have a feeling he's a bit of a supremacist, you know? Bit of a, he wants a bit of an ethno-state, a bit like Wakanda. He wants a Wakanda ethno-state. Hashtag kill whites.
Across the country to convince people that marijuana was something that was invading the US. He even pronounced the drug as marijuana to make it sound Hispanic and foreign and scary to white.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Just fuck off. He looks so, like, just miserable with his life. Actually making me chuckle a bit.
People. The campaign played on through 1937 when Anslinger successfully pushed Congress to pass the Marijuana Tax Act, which made the drug.
No. So, you know, I disagree with this. It shouldn't be an illegal drug. And this greasy Mexican-looking motherfucker shouldn't be dictating what people can and can't say. He's not a genius. He's not, like, the most intelligent man in the other. He's on Now This. So, you know, don't believe a word he says.
Illegal at a federal level. Since then, marijuana has been associated with the notion of addiction or living a lesser life. Instead of a herbal medicine that seems to help people with several health conditions, or simply as a way to just relax.
Well, you see, mate, that's because the way people are. It was declared a drug, and thus it will have a negative connotation until the bans are lifted, like they should be. See, I agree that the bans should be lifted. I don't think they should have been banned in the first place. But they're there. They were there before I was born, and you can't stop me using a word just because they were used to ban something.
After a long, hard day.
Remember, your crowd of the people who got a GTA banned from Target in Australia. You're in no place to talk about prejudice.
You might argue that marijuana lost its prejudice bite years ago, but you can't ignore the racial implications.
Fuck off. You said yourself that it was introduced by Mexican immigrants. So you can't say that its introduction was racist. You're just saying, oh, we don't like this one person who used the word, therefore no white people can use the word. Fuck off.
Of its introduction to the American lexicon. Besides, nothing has changed. This whole conversation is actually very deja vu. We're still trying to.
You're right, actually. The whole thing is quite deja vu. We're now talking about it with video games as well. Again. Oh wait, but that's not what you were going to talk about, was it? You were going to talk about racism again, weren't you? You fuck.
Fight the negative stigma that clings onto a plant in 2018.
Oh no, he's still talking about negative. Oh, see, because of white men such as Jeff Sessions. Fucking white men.
White men such as Jeff Sessions and Steve Alford, who keep making terrible remarks when trying to make marijuana the culprit for crime.
The thing is, marijuana is actually a culprit for crime, being illegal. It doesn't matter whether or not it should be illegal. The fact that it's is illegal means that it is a culprit in crime because it's a reason that crimes are committed. Whether it's smoking it, whether it's having it, whether it's dealing it, it's an illegal thing to do. So yes, marijuana is a culprit for crime, but that's only because marijuana is criminalized. If it's decriminalized, then it won't be a culprit for crime anymore, mate.
Organizations that advocate for legalization, and even some media publishers, including Now This.
Yeah, Now This, woohoo, great site. It's got a greasy fuck look on there who looks miserable, preaching social justice and saying that we can't use words. Fuck off.
Have stopped using marijuana to describe anything that contains THC.
So I'd like some marijuana cookies, or maybe I'd like to smoke some marijuana. You know, actually, because of this video, I think I'm going to solely refer to it as marijuana. You know, I'm not going to use HTC, I'm not going to use cannabinoids, I'm not going to say cannabis. I'm going to say
any other
marijuana.
cannabinoid. So what's the right word to use? Cannabis. Just call it by its Latin name, and you'll not only be technically correct, but also
Fuck you and political correctness, you greasy
politically
fuck.
correct.
Now that was fun. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows, really. I had a good time, though, so you know. I hope you enjoyed my first video back after 3 weeks. I'll see you soon. I've got a long video essay coming out soon, actually, talking about why let's see how many people I can fucking piss off. Good night, folks.